Well, welcome again for this series of another presentation. And the same paper that we had looked at was CASNEB CPA Part 2 Section 4, and that is CIFA Part 2 Section 4, CCP Part 2 Section 4, and the paper is quantitative analysis. And we have been looking at this question stepwise. So today I decided to look at question 1 Part B. Question 1 Part B. So question 1 Part B reads, Apex Limited is planning to launch a new product in the market. It has undertaken a survey on the product's color, brand name, and packaging. The company sent questionnaires to 200 potential customers to obtain their to obtain their views on the three attributes of the product. The results were as follows. So the three attributes of the product were color, brand name, and packaging. So the company sent 200 questionnaires to potential customers to obtain their views, and 24 persons like the packaging and the brand name. 77 persons like the brand name or the color but did not like the packaging. 40 persons like the color only. 120 persons like the color or the brand name. 23 persons liked the color and the packaging. 43 persons liked at least two of the three attributes. So 5 persons did not like any of the three attributes, and the questionnaires of 25 persons were not received back. So the company's policy is to incorporate an attribute in the product if at least 50% of the respondents like the attribute. So here we have three attributes to deal with, and required first question is present the above information in a Venn diagram. That should be 6 marks. That should fetch 6 marks. Part 2, number of persons that liked all the three attributes. 3, proportion of persons that like the color. Proportion of 4 is proportion of persons that like the brand name. And 5 is the proportion of persons that liked the packaging. And 6 is attributes to be incorporated in the product, now given the company's policy or criterion of picking a policy. So straight away, I need to grab my whiteboard as such. So a new one will do. Well, it's taken long to load. What's up? Well, as we wait for it to load, we can look at the question. Try to make some meaning out of the question. I think this one. Let me just try reopening. Yes. Start with blank canvas. I come here, make it search. Good. There we are. So the first part of the question is present the above information in a Venn diagram. So the first thing that I'll do is to draw the Venn diagram. so that we are able to, for the sake of neatness, let me draw the square. I will do this. Oh, first let me just draw the let me just draw them first. So I'll be using yellow. Let me use yellow for drawing. Yes, I'll be using yellow for drawing. So we have color, we have brand name, and we have packaging. So what I'll do here is to draw 3 circles. The first circle will be this. That's the first circle. I think that is too thick. That is too thick and may not serve us well. So yellow, let me adjust what yellow has. Saying 2 and 2 is a lot. Let it be 1. Yeah. So, yeah, let me try this. Oh, it's still big. Okay. Let's see if it will still communicate the message. And then there's a third circle, like that. I think my choice should be different now. My choice should be different. Let me choose a different one. Let me just use red. So that, yeah. So here I get, so I have 1. And I also have this. And then I should have the third 0, the third circle as such. So let me see if I can make it neat. No, make it neat. Oh, all right. Let it be that. And then they're enclosed in a rectangle as such. They're enclosed in a rectangle as such. So I would then come and say that's a sketch, and I hope it communicates the message. So what I'll be having here is according to how, so it should not overlap as such. There shouldn't be an overlap. I don't want overlaps, they look ugly. Let me just redo this and say that we have that as such, and then Yes, so it's shaping up. It's shaping up. So this is the Venn diagram that you want. This is actually the Venn diagram that we have been asked to do. Yes, so that's the Venn diagram. And now I can comfortably give the entries. I can comfortably give the entries. Let me choose which color to use to give the entries. I choose this. So here we are told that in the statement, those who like color only are 40. That is given, that we are told is 40. So I will have 40 here. That's 40. 40. And those who, and for B only, that is brand only. For brand only, we have 37. For brand only, we have 37 as given. And for packaging only, we have 50. That is given in the information from the question. We have 50. And then we have those who like color and branding only are 0. Color and branding only. So first, let me label them so that we know what we are talking about. I'll come for this. Then call them what? Okay. So I want to say this is color. This is color. This is color. This is branding. And this is packaging. Yes. And then we have so we have those. Then at the point of intersection between C and B, we are saying there's nothing. So that should be here. So there we have 0. Because nobody likes both color and branding. And then the number that like color and packaging are 19. The number that like color and packaging are 19. So you find color and packaging here. Color and packaging are 19. So here is 19. We get 19 there. Then what else do we have? We have the number that likes branding and packaging. What we have else is the number that likes packaging and branding are 20. So packaging and branding. So this will be here. So here we have 20. Here we have 20. The number that likes all three, color, branding, and packaging, therefore. That's what we are told, therefore. So this is what we have. And let's see it out. Let's see what it totals to. This plus this gives us that 77, 81 plus 19, that's 100, plus 50, that's 150, then plus 20, that's 170. And the total respondents were 175. So it means the other 5 did not answer. They did not pick any choice out of the ones that were given. So that 5 we get here. So it means that out of the total, there were 200 respondents, but there are 20 there are 20 there are 20 who did not return their questionnaires, and then there are 5 who did not answer anything. So how many were they? 25. Let me see how many did not return their questionnaire. The questionnaires of 25 persons were not returned. So this is 25. So that is 25. That is 25. Let's see. Let me just start it. So what I have here is that we have 200 minus 25 plus 5, leaving us with 170 respondents, not around 170 respondents. So let's see the first part, how to answer the first part of the question. The first part of the question is actually drawing a Venn diagram that we have accomplished, that we have accomplished. So we are moving to the next task, that of the next task, that of finding the number of persons that liked all the 3 attributes. So we see here that the number of persons that liked all the 3 attributes, so this is now Roman 2. This was Roman 1. This was Roman 1. This was Roman 1. This is Roman 2. So Roman 2 here, number of persons that liked all the 3 attributes. We see there are 4. So we just look in the Venn diagram and we see that there are 4. 4 is the intersection. It is the number of people that is common to both branding, color, and packaging. Roman 3. So that's that. That again is that. Then Roman 3. Roman 3. I come to Roman 3. Roman 3. Roman 3. Where now I'm asked to do the proportion of persons that liked the color. So proportion of persons that liked the color will be the sum of those who like color only, which is 40. There is this number that only like color. So we say first it is 40 plus those who like color and packaging. So color and packaging, we see they are 19. They're 19. So we put here 19. And then those who like color and brand only, color and packaging only, then color and brand only, color and brand only, we find that there's 0. There is nobody. And then all the 3, the number that like all the 3, which is 4. So I'll be having 4. The sum here being, if you add them, you get 63. So the proportion that we want is 63. 63 out of 63 out of it should be 60, just a moment. It should be 63 out of 170. 63 out of 170. But now, the number of questionnaires we had, if we prefer to take the number of questionnaires that we received, which is 175, including those who actually failed but did not make a choice, then we can, if we use the base of 175, this is what we are going to get. It's 175 times 100, which is equal to 36%. But one also would also have looked at it in terms of the set that we have here, because the total that whatever we have here, actually this is what it should be, because we are concerned with the probability inside uh, the rectangle or the square. So this is what we refer to as the universal. This is now the universal set, and then we come and get this other set. So it's over 175. Then proportion number 4 requires me to get proportion of persons that like the brand name. Proportion of persons that like the brand name. So I would come here and say this is 4. Proportion that liked the brand name will be those who like brand name only, which is 37 from the diagram. It's this. And then those who like brand and packaging only. So brand and packaging only, we find that they are 20. So we say plus 20 plus those who like brand and color only. So brand and color only, that is 0. Brand and color, brand and color only is 0. Then all the 3 is 4. So that gives me a total of this 57, 61. So I get 61 out of 175. This will give me 34.9%. It gives me 34.9%. That gives me 34.9%. So the fifth one is proportion of persons that liked the packaging. Proportion of persons that like the packaging. So I would come here and say fifth. Of course, I know this was the second, but now let me say fifth. Fifth is those who like packaging only will be 50, plus those who like packaging and color. Packaging and color, they are 19. Packaging and color, they are 19. That is this. Then that is packaging and color only. Then brand and packaging only. Brand and packaging only. They are 20. They are 20. Oh, this one does not look so good. Let me just do this. Okay. So this I said is we are looking at color and packaging only. That is 19. Then we look for brand and packaging only. Brand and packaging only, they are 20. And then all the 3, which is 4. So if you sum this, you should get, this is 69, 89, 93. So we get 93 over 175. And that gives us a percentage of about 53.1%. That's the answer. Then the last part, which is asking us now to get attributes to be incorporated in the product. Here we bear in mind that the company's policy is incorporate an attribute if at least 50% liked it. So we see that if that's the case, then we see that those who liked color were 36%. Those who liked color were 36%. And those who liked brand name, 34.9%. And those who like packaging are 53.1%. So packaging, Roman 6, we say packaging meets the criteria. Packaging meets the criteria, and so that is what we pick, like that, packaging. And that marks the end of this presentation.